Hi everyone, it's September 22nd, 2012. I'm Dwight Schmuck. This is the Schmuck Look. And I'm sure you've noticed I've got my glasses on, so that means I'm going to read to you. These are two articles I found in yesterday's Brattleboro Reformer, and I find them most interesting. Now the one is in Ohio, okay? Let me get that for you, because it's a short article. I'm going to read all of it, really. From Cleveland, 16 Amish men and women were convicted Thursday of hate crimes for a series of hair and beard-cutting attacks on fellow sex members in a religious dispute that offered a rare and sometimes lurid glimpse into the closed and usually self-regulating community of believers. A federal jury found 66-year-old Samuel Mullet, the leader of the breakaway group, guilty of orchestrating the cuttings last fall in an attempt to shame mainstream members of his community who he believed were straying from the beliefs. His followers were found guilty of carrying out the attacks which terrorized the normally peaceful religious settlement that aims to live simply and piously, which most Amish, yeah, I'm going to go right along with that, the plain folk, and cool by me. Prosecutors and witnesses described how sons pulled their father out of bed and chopped off his beard in the moonlight, and how women surrounded their mother-in-law and cut off 2 feet of her hair, taking it down to the scalp in some places. The defendants faced prison terms of 10 years or more. Prosecutors say they targeted hair because it carries spiritual significance in their faith. All of the defendants are members of Mullet's settlement that he founded in eastern Ohio near the West Virginia Panhandle. Well, I'm not real surprised by that. The Amish eschew many conveniences of modern life, including, for the most part, electrical appliances and automobiles, although there are Amish in Pennsylvania who now, what the hell, they've been driving cars for 30 years. Suddenly it became okay. And they do embrace their centuries-old roots. This is what the hell is wrong with religion. I don't care whose religion. I really don't. Whether it's Christian, Muslim, even Buddhist, and, the Amish, which are, again, normally peaceful. If you're Amish, you're automatically exempted from military service because you don't believe in killing. But cutting your hair, because that'll keep you out of heaven, that's like, killing a plane load of people to get to heaven and then you get 72 virgins. What the hell is one guy going to do with 72 virgins? Give me a break. Come on. This faith is a wonderful thing. But religion, not so bloody much. And the incongruity of the Amish being terrorized by the Amish, just far too much to not talk about today. That's the first story, and again, it's a short one, so I got to read it all to you. And, to me, again, that is basically what's wrong with religion, is mine's better than yours. Faith is a whole damn another matter. Think about it. Faith is entirely different than religion. Enough proselytizing. The second one, I'm not going to try to read it all to you, but it's on the Senate probe Microsoft HP avoid billions in offshore taxes. It seems the Senate has been doing this investigation into Microsoft and Hewitt-Packard about their offshore accounts and, shipping money here and loaning it to there and yada yada, a complex and convoluted series of transactions which are in line with the U.S. tax code, because that's convoluted and, who knows what is there today might not be there tomorrow, and vice versa, and you'd better be up on all of it. The infernal revenue service. Simplify the goddamn thing. 5%. Man, woman, child, small dog. You make $1, Uncle Sam gets a nickel. No ifs, no ands, no buts, no inventory exemptions, no exemptions for, well, I did this business over here, the money came here. In the end, the money came here. You know it, I know it, we know it, pay it. That's it. Yes, I agree, there will be a lot of people out of work, but those tax accountants and tax lawyers can find something beneficial to society. Don't you think? They're smart boys. Let them do something that's really good for all of us. Enough of that proselytizing too. At any rate, the Senate, the U.S. Senate, has been doing this investigation in Microsoft and Hewitt-Packard, and they've come to the conclusion, yeah, there was a shitload of money hidden from the tax man. And of course, the two companies involved, their tax, and they have vice presidents in charge of taxes. Oh my God. And you just know them old boys are making, $1 million a year plus, because they're, in accordance with all the laws everywhere. We're saving a ton of money by doing it this way, and over here, doing all the shit. But my big question is, and here's the incongruity of this. You're investigating and you've made these charges against two American companies that employ a shitload of Americans. Yes, they employ people overseas too. Why not outsource as many of those jobs as you can? But they do employ a load of Americans between Microsoft and Hewitt-Packard. They really do, even though a lot of them wear suits and ties, and therefore, my feeling on those boys and girls. If it wears a tie, well, fine. Put it in the corner and ignore it, because it's just costing you a lot of money, adding no value. Which, vice president in charge of taxes, not adding value to the product, but making damn sure it costs you more, because you're paying the taxes they ain't. Oh, the dirty little secret. Anyway, the real incongruity of this is you're going after two companies that do employ a lot of Americans, right? And as I recall, the Republican candidate for president, Mitt Romney, also did the offshore account thingy. And he's running for president of the United States. And the company he founded and was in charge of, Bain Capital, made a lot of people unemployed, but the Republicans said this is the best guy to lead the country, and yet they're going after these two companies. Oh my God. See, if you're a big crook, you get to be vice president in charge of taxes. If you're the biggest crook, you get to run for president. I'm Dwight Schmuck. That's the Schmuck Look. Peace.